What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of the Blind Talk Podcast. I'm Will Parrott. To my right is Will Johnson. On the end is Travis Johnson. So, first, we just want to talk to y'all about Will's brand, Fish and Feathered. You want to get into that for us?
Yeah, sure. Well, it's really me and Travis's brand. We started it back in 2022. That's our logo right there, obviously. But we mostly do hats and shirts, and we just started to do some smaller stuff like koozies and cups. But we're definitely gonna branch. We're gonna get bigger. But
What's y'all coming out with any new items? Any new clothing items?
Definitely, yeah. Our next venture would probably be hoodies and sweatshirts. We got a couple in. We're testing them out. We like the quality, so we'll probably be ordering those very soon.
Do you have a relative date when those might drop?
I know within the next couple months, definitely.
Definitely probably by the end of the year.
Oh, 100%, yeah. We're trying to stick with the seasons right now. Like, obviously, we got hunting season coming up. So we're going for colder clothing. I was even thinking about it the other day, like, we need to drop some beanies. Like, we see a bunch of these startup brands, and beanies are, like, top of the list of what we need right now as well.
What would y'all think about doing, like, a zip-up jacket? Like a bottom
thick
lands,
jacket?
like a...
That's probably going to be more future stuff. Like, that's going to be... Because I don't want to start off with a small amount of money and create a jacket that's not as quality as it needs to be. Like, I want this to be extremely quality.
Okay.
I'd no expense spared. Best you can buy. I want good, like...
Yeah.
I want to be able to maneuver and stay warm at the same time.
So, for people who don't know, what would be a good way to, like, go about buying your clothing?
Website is our favorite, obviously, but we're starting to branch out now. We're trying to find stores, like local stores, definitely, to start putting some clothes in. We actually just sold a bulk amount to a store out of Lyons, Georgia. It's called Ollie & Co. Yeah, they're gonna be cool. They haven't opened up yet. I don't think.
No, it's
November 21st.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah, so but they're gonna have a booth up there, but we also have a store in Aiken that has talked to us about putting some of our clothes in their shop. It's called the Outpost, the Big House Outpost. But since the hurricane and all, it's been real slow, and I'm not trying to rush anybody. But yeah, that's really what's new. I mean, we're just trying to grow, just trying to spare money where we can and just lock in.
So, we're about a week out from duck season. It's on Saturday.
Yeah.
Got 6 days. What are you looking like for opening day?
Opening day, man. We scouted this morning. We could not see our hand in front of our face. It was so foggy, and it never lifted. We set out there for no reason, basically, and this is the last day that I could scout, and it's kind of upsetting, but we're gonna spend the night out there. We're going public land opening morning because around here, after opening morning and maybe the morning after that, public land is just no good anymore. Like, it just gets absolutely obliterated.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there.
Yep. Yeah, it's ridiculous. We have such an abundant amount of hunters
and not enough
places
land.
To hunt.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem. But
if you're in South Carolina and you have private land, then you're set.
Yeah,
But it's tough for the people that don't.
that's true. But you are working on something, right? You got a little project going on right now, don't you?
Yes, we do have a project going on. So right now, we are working on a flooded cornfield. It's definitely a work in progress. It's going to take some time, but we're really almost finished with the main, like, gist of it. We got the dam finished. We got everything shot. Everything seems to be perfect. We're going to have mostly knee-deep water with the stalks out of the water.
What's the next step in the cornfield project?
So the next step would really just be to get the water in. I mean, we're obviously too late to plant corn. In the season, you plant like May, June,
March.
or is it April?
It's like March and April.
That's what. It's
Like,
it's definitely
End of March,
early.
beginning of April. That's what you do for doves. I know that.
Yeah, well, we're not really trying to. We just want stalks out there. We just want there to be enough food for the wood duck population. Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, probably get some bigger ducks in there now. It's big water. I mean, there's food. There'll be food there.
it's just getting them there. That's the problem. Like we're
If you build it, they'll come.
you think so?
Oh yeah. If you build it, they'll come.
So we're just kind of far from the big water. We're far from the lakes, rivers. I mean, we're not that far. We're probably like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, but like you get traffic. I mean, birds will traffic. We might catch them on a good day when you got a group of like 12 gad
Fly
flying
over,
over.
find it.
I mean,
and
it's definitely
attract
possible.
other big ducks.
Yeah.
We need.
And that doesn't even include like geese or anything. I mean, it's a whole different ballgame when you have a lot of open water with food in it.
I agree. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. You think the geese would? Yeah, I think geese would definitely light in there.
Oh,
It's
I
definitely
know.
a big enough.
I mean,
Like,
as
fly.
long as you leave somewhere for them to land, because like wood ducks, they'll get down anywhere.
Yeah,
But like geese, they'd have to have that
like a
room
runway.
to have like the confidence to land.
Yeah,
That's where like.
but I mean,
a
you
lot of
see,
times-
you see geese lighting in cornfields all the time. Like just, obviously they're not going to light on stalks, but there's going to be open areas in the field
That's-
where they definitely could
That's
light.
what I'm saying. Yeah. But I mean, if you just have like if you plant around all the edges and leave basically like a little U in the middle, I bet they'll go right into that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just something to think about.
well. I know we're probably backtracking a little bit, but let's talk about early teal season.
Yeah.
Our early teal season was
It's pretty good. It's
pretty good for South Carolina.
Definitely my best teal season by far. But
Like if
Yeah.
you're in the upper states, the big states like North Dakota, Arkansas, Kansas, Canada. Or Canada's a different country, but I mean they have a lot more ducks there than we have. You're gonna be like, no, y'all did not have a good teal season, but
For South Carolina.
For us, we went twice and walked out of there
both times got 7 birds.
7 birds.
in-
Yes,
In one band.
in one band.
Lucky guy over here finally got himself a band.
I did my first band, and it is. I don't know. That was a very euphoric feeling. I was really hyped. I was shaking like a leaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Travis,
But,
that was your first time teal hunting this year, wasn't it? Or did you go last
No,
year?
I went last year.
Yeah, but you didn't we didn't
Well,
kill
yeah, I mean,
anything.
last
It
year
was
was
a-
terrible for duck season.
Yeah.
I'm telling
in
you,
general.
South Carolina duck season last year was
But yeah, I mean, we didn't hit on anything last
Yeah.
year.
nothing.
But this year you got on. I know you got on some.
Oh yeah,
You got what? A blue wing, a green wing.
I think 2 blue wing and a green wing. I think is what I shot
Yeah.
when me and you went.
Yeah,
I think you shot 4.
That's-
Only.
Teal are different.
teal are so
dude,
They're
yeah,
a
different.
that
whole-
is-
That's a whole different bird.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that was like my first time actually getting to shoot at teal because we didn't see any last year. But Yeah, that's a whole different
I
animal.
love how
Like-
those birds come in. Just tight groups, just wads of ducks. Just
Yeah, I mean, you can say they kind of look like wood ducks before light, but just the way they fly and the way they're grouped up, there's no mistaking a teal from a wood duck.
no, there's
100%
definitely no. There's definitely no mistaking.
No.
And then especially once the light comes up and they hit that like this right here, you see the backside of their wings and big two blue marks. It's
Yeah, I thought it was kind of early. We didn't really get any like plumed out drakes.
Oh, no.
I mean, I know we got some because you can kind of tell, but from
you
Their
could
their
barely
chin
see
strap?
the line.
yeah, but you can barely see it.
They all look a lot like hens.
I mean, that bird you shot, the banded one, it was what, like 2 years old?
Yeah, it was.
Well,
they bloom every year.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they lose all those colorful feathers in the spring and summer. Well, in the summer.
Yeah, the bird
Okay.
that had the band on it, they came from Louisiana to South Carolina. But I mean, it had to. That's not really a part of the flyway unless
It went up and
it
back
had
down.
to go back up and then back down. It really did that twice. It had to done it twice. But yeah, that's
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Thankfully, your dog found that thing because
Yes.
we wouldn't have found it.
yeah. I was the only one that seen it fall, right? Did y'all even see
I
it?
didn't see it fall.
I don't think Garrett did either.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Because on that group, they came in directly at us, and then about 20 yards from us went straight up into the air. And I shot one, and I watched it fall. And you said you got one, and then Ellie got mine, and then y'all went back there.
yeah, it was in
Behind
some
us.
deep stuff. Like that stuff was up to my chest. We were on the way out because we couldn't find it, and then I just see Ellie come up, and she has it in her mouth, and I grab it from her, and I didn't even recognize it. I was holding it by his beak, and I went all the way back to the
Yeah, he walked all the way back, and it
and
was
set it down, and right when I set it down, I got back up and looked back down at it, and I just saw a glimmer.
yeah,
I went crazy.
yeah. It was definitely his because I always check those birds for bands every time. Every time I always check them. Always check
Can't relate.
them. Oh man, I think the weather's gonna start getting good for us in a second though, because
It is.
it's been hot.
Well, we had-
Teal
we had,
season
like-
was warm, man.
Well, we had like one
Cold front.
small, quick cold front that came
Mhm.
through,
Yep, and then
and now we're finally getting the second one.
Well, after the hurricane, it was so dry.
Yeah.
I mean, we got that little bit of rain last week, and it started getting cold for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was looking at the weather the other day, you were looking at the
I
weather.
was about to say, I just looked at it, and it's supposed to say
39
39 on Friday.
Hello?
Or no,
for
Saturday morning.
Yeah,
That's pretty cold for
yeah.
here.
Hopefully, it'll get them up because when it's warm, they're not gonna fly.
I want to say it was 43 this morning,
It was.
and it felt chilly. It's
It
like
was.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not used to it yet.
Well, I mean, all last year, like even now, last year it was like 70 degrees outside. Like it
Yeah.
was hot, like almost through December.
Yeah, hopefully it just stays cold. We'll get some birds moving down, and
Speaking of that, I heard there was a pretty good hatch this year.
yeah, there was.
That's good. I'm glad.
The wood duck numbers went up. I want to say the mallard numbers went up, but that doesn't really matter for us. We don't get. I feel like we don't have like a whole lot of. Mallards around here. Like, I've seen a couple people shoot them, but like, I've never been there for someone to shoot one. To be honest.
Did we shoot one last year?
We did not shoot a single mallard last year, but
We seen them, but they were. I'm trying to remember where we were. We seen them at the lake.
Oh,
but they were-
we see
they're always
mallards.
like-
We see mallards. They're just always migrators.
Yeah.
They're gonna be highly kite. It's bad.
Well, I think that's the only place we've seen them though. Was at the lake.
Oh, we'll see them at the river too, but they're just gonna be either far or, by the time we see them,
They're gone.
Yeah.
So this year I did have some sources tell me that there were mallards on the river. So hopefully we will find them open in the morning, which youth day just happened this weekend. So it usually gets pretty banged up on youth day. So I really hope that doesn't affect us too bad. But they got a whole week to recover from that.
Yeah, I think 6 days is plenty of time for them to get back in there. I mean, absolutely no pressure for a week. It will be like nothing ever happened. I mean, they'll be back in there like they were today.
It's just
Or
I
yesterday.
feel like mallards are just a lot smarter than your typical wood duck or even teal.
I think you'd be surprised.
Well, they do decoy a lot better. I will say that.
Yeah,
It is a lot easier to persuade a mallard than a wood duck.
Yeah, you have a lot better chance of decoying a mallard that is not looking at you when you start calling at them. I mean, you have a better chance of them giving you a chance
Yes.
than a wood duck. And if you call out a wood duck and he's
You
trying
might turn him, but
Nah,
he's
he
not gonna get
to,
fully
he might come
persuaded.
over you like at 80 yards up. You ain't gonna get a shot at him.
But I did find out because this year I found out how persuadable a teal is. Like if you call correctly at a teal and actually have a decent spread, you can get a group of teal on you.
Yeah, we did have some good luck that morning with the teal call.
But then we had like 3 groups like land like about 200 yards down from us, and then they kept locking in there. Like every group that came over us after that just kept locking into that.
Well,
and
once
it
you
just made that spread bigger.
once you have like a group of live birds, I mean, it just when a duck's looking at a duck or a goose is looking at a set of decoys versus live birds working in the water or even in a field, you basically have no chance. Like I know, like with goose hunting, if I'm sitting in a field and I have even 2 or 3 geese land 200 yards away, I'm getting up and I'm gonna go get them things up because you can't even compare to them because they're moving around, they're talking,
Yeah, that's definitely accurate. Which I don't know much about field hunting. I wanna do it a lot more this year. But didn't you find out that you had some permission?
I did. I was talking to a guy that I know who leases some land from my grandparents, and he gave me a farmer's number the other day. And I talked to him. Excuse me. He has a cut rye field that it's nasty in there.
Is it holding geese? Do you know?
Oh yeah, it's holding geese. It's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be hard to hunt though, like hiding, because it's they plant it for cattle.
Yeah.
So, one, if they have them grazing in there that day, that's not gonna be great. And it's all cut, wide open, nowhere to hide. So it's gonna be layouts with I don't even know what type of brush we're gonna have to like conjure up when we're out there.
You're gonna have to probably have some green brush.
Oh well, yeah.
Depends
most
on
definitely.
do you know if their cows graze out there?
Yeah,
Do they oversee with rye?
yeah. It's a rye field.
It's a rye field.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. My bad. So yeah, you're gonna definitely have to cut something green.
Yeah, I was thinking.
You might can use pine straw, like cut from a pine tree, because it's gonna be green. But
I was thinking. I was talking to this guy I know. He's crazy. He's a guide. He's so good at it. And I go with him in Kansas, and he always makes a good hide. He said I should just sit on the edge of the field with just layouts. So I'm probably gonna get. I don't have a layout line, so I'm just gonna get some burlap and then zip tie a bunch of stuff to it. And
Okay.
if it works, it works. But I went out there. yesterday, about 10 o'clock. And this, the farmer, he sent me out there with a kid about a couple years younger than me. And he was explaining, he took me out there, and there's probably about 20 geese out there, and I was like, so how many geese are usually out here? He said, man, I can't even count them. And
You got to be careful with stuff like that. You're gonna have to see it with your own eyes before you believe it.
I know,
With 20 geese already out there, that's enough really to have an initial hunt, especially knowing where they're landing.
I mean, 20 geese here in a field
that's pretty good. That's a pretty good hunt.
It's pretty good. I mean, especially if you get them coming in like 4 groups of 5 or
just
something like that.
Not
where
just
you can just
a
bang
single
them.
group of 20.
Or you can just like, get a couple guys and just go in there, kill 4 at a time. I mean, that'd be awesome. But I think I'm gonna go out there. It's probably gonna definitely have to be an afternoon hunt. I'm gonna go out there and scout them probably tomorrow, Wednesday and Friday, and go just see how many are coming in at a time, where they like to go. It's definitely gonna depend on the wind too, because
Yes.
I'm gonna have to.
Well, you're gonna have to really.
Because it's also a really hilly field. Like it's got probably like a 40-acre field, with probably like 3 good hills in it. So I just gotta figure out, one, does the wind matter for them? Because sometimes they just don't even care.
Well, they're usually gonna be coming in against.
Yeah,
the wind,
they come in,
and then they leave against the wind.
they leave with the wind.
They leave with the wind?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
You just taught me something right there.
I mean,
I
they
always
might.
thought that they left
I'm sure.
or against the wind.
I might be wrong, but I know they go in against the wind.
Yeah.
So, but the way the hills are set up, somebody told me this, they don't like landing down hills. Because you gotta think about it, they kind of want to be able to go in there, open their wings up, and kind of just plop onto the ground. Versus if they go down a hill, I mean, you can kind of just think about what that looks like with a goose big old goose, sucks at flying, going down a hill, going 20 miles an hour, and then
Trying
just
to run down.
rolling down the hill. But that's definitely, there's going to be a lot of factors. We're going to figure it out over this week, and then we're just going to go in there and just try to bang them out. I mean, I'm hoping it's a field of at least 100. That would be ideal, and we get a couple little pairs, maybe some groups of 5, and maybe one good 20 clip of geese just come in and just do it nasty, right in the decoys. It's just it's gonna be. I have to figure out how they. Man, there's just so much stuff that I'm gonna be thinking about when I'm out there. I go on about it forever.
I know. The you're always gonna face that problem that what if the wind changes?
Yeah, that's
And
definitely.
then they're gonna.
I do.
They're gonna.
I think the kids said they always come in from one direction.
Well,
So
that
if it's
definitely
going,
helps.
if it's going into them, that's no problem. If it's a side wind, that's no problem. We can side shoot them all day.
Yeah.
But if the wind's going, it's to their back,
And they circle.
then I mean,
They
they might just land with it and just not care. But then I also think they might come in and want to swing to the right and get that wind going against their wings so they can slow down. I mean, I really just have no clue.
There's a lot of
Or maybe-
possibilities in that.
Maybe they'll hit a circle on us, let them go by, set up.
You're gonna. I mean,
I don't know.
if you really could set up a landing strip with the decoys.
That's probably
Like
what I'm going to end up doing.
Have a obvious spot where they need to land with the decoys, and hopefully it works. And if it doesn't work, then you're gonna have to compromise.
What I like to do a lot of the time is all the times that I have around here, and I've been the one setting out decoys, I do a little J. So I'll have them depending on how good the hide is, how close I'll have them to the blind. Say, like, if it's bad, if you have, like, not a good hide, you put them further away.
Yeah.
But we had one where I put them probably, like, 10 yards from the blind, all full-body standing decoys, and then off to the right where it starts to hook, I put sleepers. And that kind of, like, guided them in, that came in and would run along the front of the blind and try to land in front of the sleepers, which is perfect for that hunt. So I might probably go with that J, or I might put all the standing decoys over here and the sleepers over there, and have like a kill hole in the middle. Just really depending on what the wind's doing and how I like want to direct them with the decoys. 'Cause that's really what the decoys do, just direct. Because I don't really feel like around here the birds like to land into the decoys. They like to land off to the side of them.
That's usually the case.
Like,
Every goose hunt I've ever been on, like the lake, they don't, like, a group doesn't land exactly with another group. They're gonna land a little bit away from it. So
especially with early season, because early season they're always in the family groups.
yeah,
Like your September goose decoy spread is going to be small family groups everywhere, and as you get on, they group up more. But I feel like it kind of would be in the middle right now, where it's like 2, maybe 3 big family groups, and that's probably what I might end up doing. That I have no clue yet, just because I haven't seen them land in there. I don't know where they like to go. We'll just have to really see.
so
Mine ought to take a GoPro on that hunt. I think it'd be sick.
yeah, especially with geese, man. You can use a GoPro to an extent, but unless you change that fisheye lens out of it, it's so hard to see like small birds. Like, you can't dove hunt with the GoPro, or like even small duck hunt, like wood ducks or teal, especially when it's early in the morning. Like, you have a difficult time. But with them big birds like geese, it seems to be a lot easier.
Well, we're definitely going to have... It's going to be probably most definitely in the afternoon, because I'm pretty sure it's a roosting spot for them. So, sun's
It's
already going to be up.
good lighting.
Yeah, hopefully the sun's not like right behind the birds.
Yeah,
That's not
that
ideal
wouldn't be
either.
ideal.
Because if we have the sun in our faces behind the birds, they'll be able to see us super good.
Yeah.
Versus if they're going into the sun, they can't see us at all.
Yeah, there's a lot to figure out with this field hunts. With the water hunts, man, you just set up where you can hide the best and put the spread, and I mean, you can do line spreads, you can do like the fee spreads,
Yeah.
but really the main thing around here
It's prey.
is yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
'Cause, I
really,
mean-
honestly, yes, but
Yeah.
motion, especially with those teal, man.
Motion's good.
Motion, if you have some ripples on the water, it's just going to increase your chances like tenfold. Like, you have some stale sitting decoys, and they're just going to, I don't know,
They're just going to
It
look
doesn't
right
look
past
real.
it.
look right past them.
By the time they get here, even beginning of season, by the time they get here, they've already been hunted for at least a month.
And I feel like even like the like leg slap to the water, creating ripples in the water, that's just not good enough for them. It's like they're getting smarter.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, you gotta
Well, by the time they get to us, they've been hunted
yeah,
probably.
they've been hunted for a month and they've already seen how many decoy spreads.
Yeah, you got to really be good with that.
I mean, how many people have they seen up there in like, say Virginia, just kicking the water?
Yeah,
I mean,
and they just fly right in there.
I don't know if Virginia's season is before ours, but just as an example. Travis, you've been hunting for what, 2 years now?
This is my second year.
This is your second year?
Yeah.
What did you think about your first year duck hunting last year?
You want me to be honest with you?
Yes.
It was piss poor.
It was piss poor?
Yeah. I think
man.
we've seen a total of maybe 15 ducks all season.
See, but some of this is your fault.
How is this my fault?
Because you were invited on hunts that we killed.
I
the
think,
hell
okay,
out
no.
of.
I think I missed 2 hunts.
Yeah, and both of those hunts.
Yeah, so
we
I just.
absolutely- so
I had-
you.
I
mean,
just had
maybe
the
your
bad
luck's
luck.
just gonna change.
Did
it.
you kill any at my place?
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to tell because we had like 8 people shooting. So
I mean, Yeah.
Will claims I shot a Susie, but
I think he did shoot.
it's a little question. It's
Because he was a late shot.
Susie Slayer.
Susie
Hey,
Slayer.
man, what can I
Susie
say?
Wood Duck.
Sad little duck.
It's like next to a female merganser.
He just had his kids, and now you took
Yeah.
his mother away from his kids.
Yeah, I did.
Anyway,
And I don't feel bad either.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so
But no, I think my first year bad luck has worn off because we've already been early teal season hunting, and that went pretty good. So
You
I
honestly
would
probably
definitely
killed
knock
more
on-
ducks.
Definitely knock on some wood after that. Yeah. Go and not see anything for the rest
oh
of the
no,
year.
Yeah.
dude, I would quit. I really
That
would.
would suck.
You honestly probably killed more ducks this early teal season than you did the entire year last
I
year.
did.
That's,
I shot.
that's actually
I shot.
sad
I
on
shot.
my part.
I
That
shot
is
one duck
sad.
last year.
But how many opportunities did you get?
Not many.
Not many.
We had
Because
that
there was-
one.
There was a lot of times that we would go and we just wouldn't see anything.
I'm telling you, the duck population had to be down in South Carolina.
I don't know about that.
Well, yeah, maybe not in your private holes. Your private holes
Okay,
were loaded
yeah.
like they always are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
They
mean,
were.
I don't know what it is with this man's private holes, but
It's
I like
good.
his private
they're
holes.
good.
They're
they're
I've only been in it one time, but it was good while I was there.
Hey, we got it figured out now. We were sitting in the
worst
spot.
man.
Actually,
They were
it wasn't
coming-
the worst. It
I
wasn't,
don't
it
know,
wasn't
man.
the worst spot.
See, so it wasn't my
wasn't
first
good.
year bad luck.
See, the thing is about his spot, man. Where we were sitting. So we've been hunting this for how many years now?
6.
6 years.
This is just 6th year.
And we always set in the same place. We set so this is Beaver Dam, and it's high on one side and it's extremely low on the other side.
Yeah, we sat on the bottom part.
We set on the bottom
But
part.
see, the only part about sitting on the bottom is the dam has been there for so long, there's trees going all the way down the dam.
Yes.
So, duck would come over, you'd shoot the duck, and it'd fly behind you and you wouldn't see it. So you have you have a 60% chance to find that duck.
Yeah, we did
So,
lose a lot.
I thought, we'll go sit on the top part of the dam. Not on the dam, but like off to the side. Well, after we did that, they were flying on the completely opposite side of the creek. So we were shooting like 80-yard shots at wood ducks.
Hey, we were still hitting them.
we were hitting-
we were
we
hitting
were
them down.
But we didn't do great. I remember we picked up 6.
And there was like 6 people there.
Yeah, there
or
were 6.
7 people.
There was 6. There were 6 people there. But the next hunt, we sat on the top part of the dam, behind the trees. It's hard because you have the tree. You can't shoot them when they're coming at you. You got to shoot them when they're over or going away.
Yeah.
But the next hunt, we picked up 15 wood ducks.
With 2 people.
No, we had 5 people. We shot our limit. We did good.
Yes.
I mean, just absolutely smoked them. So.
Yeah.
Don't
well,
you just love that feeling
I
when you
love-
go in
I
there?
love
and you
going
just
in there. I
leave
love-
limited.
Yeah,
I love
no,
taking
yeah.
people.
I love
Don't
it.
you just love that?
I do.
feeling?
That's my
we'll get
favorite
you-
part
we'll
about
get
it.
you on
We're
one,
gonna
dude.
get you on, dude. I'm
I-
telling you, this year's gonna be a completely different year than last year. Hopefully.
Well, it's
Well-
already cold, and it's supposed to stay cold,
Yeah. It's,
unlike
I'm just-
last year.
I'm just hoping that everything holds ducks.
yes.
I'm hoping that we don't have a dry spell.
Lose all of our water
We'll lose all the water.
again. Yes.
I mean,
That happened too last
but
year.
too much rain is not good either.
yeah. Then there's too many places for them to go.
Yeah, so I hope we just hold a
Hold a good medium.
little golden little thing.
We're asking for
the
a
Goldilocks
lot now
zone
in
of
South
water.
Carolina.
Yeah,
It's
but I
so
said, where is this?
unpredictable.
Yeah.
The weather is
Weather changes every day.
Oh, dude, it'll be 70 degrees one day and then 40 degrees the next day.
Yeah,
You'll get all 4 seasons in a week.
Yes.
that's facts.
But, so, there has to be a reason why you're still in it, though. Like, you went an entire season with killing only, like, just very few ducks.
I'm pretty
Which is
sure it was
not
just
your
one.
fault. But you still fell in love with it at the same time.
Oh yeah, I mean it's there is nothing like, and I've always heard you say this
Yes.
until I got into it. There's nothing like waking up at 3-4 o'clock in the morning, going out, being absolutely frozen, But when that light, like when shooting light hits and you can just barely see them flying, dude. There's no better feeling than just watching them. Almost. I mean, like not
I've
even
done it,
shooting
man.
sometimes, but just watching them.
I'd
Like
say
that
you-
is an unreal feeling.
That initial just wood up sound.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, when you start hearing them,
yeah.
you know it's just going to be a great hunt.
especially that opening day when you hear that, you have that first group and you can see them. If you can see them far away and you hear that little whistle,
Yes.
and then you see them start going like this, start maple leafing at you. Man, that'll get you going.
I'd say you only went on a couple hunts last year where you actually got to really experience like an organized, like you know when they're gonna come in, you know that they're gonna come in.
Well, I mean, I would say that our early teal hunt this year,
Yeah.
I feel like that was a pretty good. I mean, for what it was, that was a pretty good hunt for us. And that was, I mean, obviously that was like my first actual hunt where I was able to shoot more than one bird.
Yeah.
But like that's an unreal feeling. Like just watching them keep on coming and just keep coming. Like it's.
I'm gonna say, and then there'll be like this little like break, just out of nowhere, where you just don't know if it's gonna happen again, and then there's gonna be a couple lake groups or a couple lake birds, and then it'll just like make it even better. It's like a cherry on top.
Yeah, it's definitely a good time. I didn't realize how much fun that it actually is until you do it.
I bet the first time you heard me talking about it, be like, there's just nothing like just sitting out there in the water, freezing cold.
Well, my thing is like before duck hunting, I only deer hunted.
Yeah.
So that is where my mind went to when you're like, yep, you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you go freeze your nuts off, and you might shoot some birds.
Yeah.
So that's what I compared to was deer hunting, and that's two completely different.
It's so
like,
different. I don't know.
It's much different.
Even if you don't even like you said, even if you don't even get to shoot them, even if you just see like a lot of birds, and you just like the sunset, the sunrise, just everything coming together, the sound of the birds, the sight of the birds, just everything. It's God, it's so fun.
Honestly, my favorite part of duck hunting is before the duck hunt.
Yeah. When you're just sitting there, just talking, having a good time, just
freezing cold,
and the
drinking your energy drink that's also freezing cold,
yeah.
yes.
and you might be wet already.
Well, we
But
know
you
Will
are
is.
my waders, man. I gotta get me some new waders there.
Yeah, that's gonna suck. Like second split, beginning of
I
January.
will have new waders by second split. I mean, it's gonna be cold enough next weekend. There's no way I'm getting new waders by next weekend.
Nah, no way.
I also have to get some shells. I have not got shells yet. I hope they're
I have
not
like
sold out.
a box and a half.
I
I
think
ordered some.
I still have my whole shell bag and like 2 more boxes.
I ordered some shells, and well, I've been waiting. Like I was waiting to like be able to buy them, so I bought them on Wednesday or Friday, this past Friday, and I was like going through it and got to the delivery part. Friggin' 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, it's probably because so many people. I went. All right, so
Well, they're special.
what are they?
Oh.
Are they the blindside twos?
No, you probably never heard of them. The brand's called Shots Ammo.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
Shots
Dude,
and-
I've watched this guy. I don't know if you know who Cole Townsend is on YouTube. He like guides up in like Canada. He's crazy good. But he's sponsored by them. They have like these shells. They have like normal shells. They're all hand loads though.
Yeah.
But they're 8-shot steel.
8-shot. Oh yeah, you told me about this.
Yes, 8-shot steel hand loads.
8-shot.
And
Man, that's some.
You're
throwing them at it.
yeah. You know like a 3-shot, a 2-shot shotgun, 3-inch
I
shotgun
usually
shell
shoot a 3-shot.
has about
too.
Yeah.
has about 250 BBs in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, these have 1,100.
You're just pulverizing them.
That's why it's called the pulverizer.
Oh.
That's
Is it actually?
they're called the pulverizers.
Oh,
That's what they're called.
well, it
But I
makes
was
sense.
watching this. He uses a 20 gauge a lot of the time. He was using the 20 gauge shells. He was knocking Canada's out the sky with them, just pulverizing them.
Yeah, that's really hard to do too.
Yeah, I mean,
Unless you're packing some 3.5s, you can't just knock one out like in a chest shot.
at least y'all try some.
Yeah.
Because they're actually like, for shell prices today, they're relatively cheap.
I also I mentioned blindside 2s, which we usually shoot blindside. I think they're a great shell. They've never done me wrong, but they came out with a 2, and I heard that the way that they're packing the BBs is like different and better. I don't know what really they could do to make it better, but I mean, I might have to try it out. I know they're getting kind of expensive. I'm like, those are.
I think they're what, like 32, 36?
I'd say they're more expensive than heavy shot now. So I don't know if I'm gonna.
It was in the 30s a bop.
I don't mind heavy shot either. I can.
I've always liked the black clouds.
Yeah, you always have been a black cloud guy.
Yeah, and I get mine off of Rogers Sporting Goods, and they're like 40% off there.
I was just about to mention that too, because I went on there. We talked about getting a flat together, like a $10 flat, because they're like extremely inexpensive. But I went on there probably like a week ago. They had all of the shells, and then I went on there like a couple of days ago because I was about to commit to ordering some, and they had none. They're almost completely sold out. Like, the amount of people ordering, I don't really know what their stock was looking like in the beginning.
I looked at it the other day, and they were full in stock.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, this was like yesterday when I looked at it, and they were sold out of almost everything.
Wait, what's it called?
Rogers Sporting Goods. But it's a great brand. I'm getting my waders off there from now on.
They have good waders. I've seen people wear their waders.
I don't know how they're getting the prices of the products this low and still making money off.
They gotta be buying like super bulk.
Yes.
Like pallets.
Even then, I mean,
It's still.
I mean, there's no way that they're killing it.
I mean,
Whoa.
the amount of stuff.
They might have restocked.
I'm telling you.
There's your blindside 2s.
Yeah, those are the big boys though. They're right there.
Yeah.
They're $239 for 10 boxes, which is really good.
How about $239?
Yes.
$239.
That's great. That's $23, $24 a box.
Yeah. You can't really beat that.
Those black clouds on there, like
Heavy shot.
28 right now.
Heavy steel is even cheaper than that.
They got good. They have a really good deal.
But yeah, they.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever looked on here before.
Dude, the waiter
They have
selection
a bunch
is
of
great.
stuff. They have a bunch of stuff.
They have just about anything duck hunting you can think of. Honestly, I
Yeah.
mean, with deals on just about everything.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. You got a bunch of stuff.
But, this year we're actually going out of state. Like I'm ready for it. I've never been out of state. He's obviously not been out of state since his first year was last year.
What do you mean?
Well, we didn't go out of state last
What if
year.
I went to Arkansas last year?
Yeah, we're going to Arkansas January 3rd through the 6th.
Yes.
It's gonna be sweet.
I can't wait. It's actually a guided trip, which wasn't my initial plan, but he wasn't going at first, and he's been out of state plenty of times, but it was just a group of us that have never been out of state before. I had no clue what we were even stepping into, so we decided to do a guide trip for the first time we did it, so we can go check it out, look at the lay of the land, find some WMAs around the area that we're in, and just, I don't know, go shoot some ducks, man.
I mean, not gonna lie, the guided hunts are kind of nice. You don't have to do. I mean,
I'm sure they are, but then again, like, you want to do it on your own, though.
yeah,
like,
doing it yourself makes you feel good about yourself after you like do everything.
Yeah.
But like, you still gotta wake up and go out there. But I mean, dude, like, just those guys are just so much better than us at it.
Yes, I'm
Just
sure.
so
Well, I
much
mean,
better.
they do it for a living.
Yeah, they do it for a living.
I-
So just going out there and we're gonna have a good shot at killing some stuff. I mean, I don't have any doubt.
I just hope we kill something other than our typical wood duck.
If we kill a wood duck in Arkansas, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be furious.
Drove 10 hours to kill the same exact thing we could here.
Yeah, if we go and kill like
a wood
only
duck
wood
limit.
ducks, and I mean, okay, we got some birds, but like, dude, really?
Wood duck.
Especially because it's all field hunts, isn't it?
Yes, I'll
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah. So
You're just
there's
not
no
gonna kill
way.
wood ducks.
no way. There's no way.
They kill a lot of spoonies in these. I went through some of their pictures on Facebook and stuff. They kill a lot of spoonies, some teal, few mallards.
I'd love to
Pintail
kill a
here and there.
spoonbill.
We've killed one.
I have not killed any.
But,
Nor have I seen one in person.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, I've seen plenty on the coast. But what's your main duck? What's your like goal?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Just what's your just?
Come on.
I mean, out of any duck
don't wanna-
that you can think
Yeah.
of.
Tell us that.
Oh, like any duck?
No, just like.
Oh,
they
well,
would
we
be-
can do both. We can do.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What do you? Okay, we'll start off with what duck do you want to kill on the trip?
Oh, well, the one I want to kill, I can't legally kill it there.
Legally.
Yeah.
No, like one that's realistic that we could kill on the trip.
I don't know, I mean, I don't know what all's out there, but I mean, I'm not super familiar with all these birds yet. You know, I know the
Yeah.
common
Yeah.
mallards, wood ducks, because that's all we have around here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like pintail maybe. I know that we have a few around here.
I
but
mean,
I've never.
Pintail would be a great
That's
one.
that's
I
an
just-
extremely good duck to
That
kill.
is a great one.
That'd 100% be mine.
That would also be mine. I want a pintail bad.
Well, it looks like we're gonna be fighting.
No.
There's gonna be a bunch of pintails. Oh look, what are
Okay.
the odds of you getting just like a single pintail come in?
I don't know, but I better.
They're
You're
I
gonna
hope
kill
you
it.
guys got a good shot.
You're gonna kill the Susie.
Yeah.
It's still a pintail. Okay,
Big
It's still
Susie
a-
Slayer.
Hey,
You-
take that Susie on the left, and we'll get the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Man,
I'm gonna push Will out of wherever we are,
hold it.
and then I'll probably miss.
I'll tell you what. We went up Kansas one year, and we were in a field. We had a good mixed bag, but we had two pintails coming the whole time. And of course, I shot the damn Susie.
So you killed a pintail though.
I have killed a pintail. Yeah, I killed it.
Okay, well then.
Well, I
stay
mean,
out
you
of
gotta
our
think about it.
conversation,
We go
okay?
with like 8 guys, I guess, including
Yeah.
myself. So I knew once I saw the sprig, I was like, okay, everyone who knows this pintail is going to shoot through one of the sprigs. I was like, I'm just going to kill the hen. So I can say I killed one. So
I mean, that's not a bad approach.
yeah, we were in
For
layouts.
8 guys.
I'm laying back like this. I sit up. I hear, bam, 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 and that thing smokes. So I just pull up on the hen and just smoke the ever living crap out of it. Hey, but I got a pintail.
You've
I did
killed a
not-
pintail
I
before.
didn't claim that at the time though.
That same trip, you also killed a blonde
No, that
mallard.
wasn't the same
You-
trip.
That wasn't the same
No.
trip. Did you kill that dirt bird, or did you? You don't know.
We have no clue. So
But you
Just
shot
claim
at
it. It's okay.
yeah,
You just
well,
claim
my name's on the plaque.
it.
On
Exactly.
the mount plaque. Yeah, like me and my buddy Ham were both on the right side of the blind. We were sitting next to each other, and the bird was on the right side of the blind. So we were just like, let's put both our names on it. And both of our dads are they have a hunt club together, or they're both members of it. So we're just gonna throw it out there. So we both get to look at it.
Yeah,
It'd be cool. We actually are. He's gonna put it out there on Saturday.
That's probably honestly like the coolest duck that I like know the person or one of the people. who
Yeah.
killed it.
Dude, it was special.
That's
it was
a
definitely
special
special.
I don't think you ever said what it actually was.
It's a blonde
It's
mallard.
a blonde mallard.
No, yeah, I know that. I'm just saying.
Oh,
in
yeah.
general, I don't think you said what it
Yeah,
was. You
I
said
can-
blonde and then never finished what it was.
We can put a picture up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
I'll
the,
try to put a picture like right in here somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right here.
but we can. Man, that was cool. Like at that point, actually, that was right before we. It was probably like 10 o'clock, and we shot like maybe 6 birds all morning, and just as soon as it was about 10 o'clock, and as soon as the first group around that time came in, they were just pouring in. It was one group, we'd shoot, reload as fast as we can, another group. I mean, didn't stop.
So really nothing but mallards?
Mallards, we killed a couple widgeon. We killed 4 widgeon and a couple geese, I think. I can't remember. They were all, yeah, we killed like 2 lessers or something.
Okay.
Like they're like Canada's, but
A lesser,
they're like the size of a football.
lesser scout. That's a bluebill.
I'm talking about a lesser Canada.
Oh yeah. Like a.
It's a Canadian goose
But they're
or
smaller.
Canada goose, not a Canadian goose. They're Canada goose, but they're the size of like a mallard.
Huh.
They're so tiny.
I think.
They're honestly cute.
Yeah.
They're so cute. I'm definitely gonna get one mounted one day.
I'd like to kill a speck.
I've never killed one of those.
I would love to kill a speck. I know a few people that went public land hunting in Kansas. They came back with a few specks.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. I heard they eat good too.
Yeah. I'm not much of a fan of geese myself to eat.
Well, they're totally different than Canada's.
Yeah.
It's probably the only goose you've ever eaten.
Yeah, that's the only goose I've ever eaten. But we can cook them ducks up, man. We got it figured out.
Yeah, after like 2 years of just butchering them.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, you figure it out after you've messed it up a couple times. But the poppers,
Yeah,
those are the
poppers,
best.
dude.
Oh yeah.
Those are
The
the
poppers.
best.
Teriyaki
Can't go wrong
poppers,
with a
man.
popper. I actually made a duck Alfredo the other day.
I remember you sent me a picture of it. I made duck quesadillas, like a chicken quesadilla, but
Yeah.
out of duck. It was actually really good.
Yeah.
That sounds really good.
No, we gotta.
Wait, let's go back to the conversation we were on
man, this-
the ducks. We kind of got off topic for a second. So what duck you want to kill in South Carolina?
I don't want to say it.
It's not. It's
not
a
bad.
beautiful duck.
I'm gonna
But
get
But it
clowned.
eats so bad. Honestly, you probably guess it by now.
It's a beautiful duck, especially the hens are hideous.
I mean,
but-
I wouldn't blame you.
I mean, if
I
I've
wanted to
never
kill
killed one, then
until
I would.
killed one.
Then
Okay, it is a hooded merganser.
Which
Since I have to say it, I would like to kill a hooded merganser in South
It's
Carolina.
a good looking duck.
I think that you know what that's gonna be our prize.
The only thing they're good for is mounting.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, I will.
Yes, I want to see it too. It better be a badass mount.
It's a pretty.
It'd be sick if you killed a hen with it too. So you can, like,
Yeah, I would never even think about mounting a hen hooded merganser.
I mean, you can have
Well,
fun.
not by itself, but
Not by itself.
They're just.
Yeah, the hens look terrible. They look so bad. I remember I shot my first hen merganser and I was like, "What is this thing?"
I know we talked.
that's how we felt about the common merganser that we shot
I'm saying on Lake Murray.
on Lake Murray.
Yeah,
that
we
was,
did feel the same way about
that was an
hen.
ugly duck.
They're terrible.
But
Did you eat it?
no, no.
It would have been delicious, dude.
I know. We honestly we don't see many of those around here. I didn't even know what it was. Like I
Neither did I.
knew it was a shootable duck. I don't even is that even classified as a duck? Yeah.
Merganser is a duck. I think.
It was we
Technically.
knew it was a shootable duck. We knew it was legal, but we didn't know exactly what it was. So, I mean, honestly,
15 shots later,
yeah.
it finally died.
You know how them things they'll dive on you like instantly right when you pull
Yeah,
the trigger. It's like they
you gotta
know.
put a second one on them. That's for sure.
Or a
Same
15
thing with
one.
ringnecks.
Yes, ringnecks as well.
Yes, I remember. I have dove in after multiple ringnecks. Not actually dive in, but
Oh, I thought you meant like just straight up like.
no, I would never do that for a ringneck.
I've
There's no chance.
I've watched the guy jump in about 30-degree weather for his first wood duck. We didn't have a dog with us.
Who was that?
Jake Mims.
Oh,
We watched him. We watched him jump in the water and swim
for a duck.
for that duck. I will give it to him. That is That's props.
That's dedication.
And honestly, it was one of the prettiest wood ducks I've ever seen in my life. It was beautiful. But that's dedication right there.
I'm so glad I have a dog. I would never do that.
Me too.
I'm so glad you have a dog, and I only go hunting with you.
So this hat right here, if you check our website, the color of the front of this is not that color. It's
Hold on.
tan.
I'll grab one.
Travis will grab one real quick to show the camera, but we're gonna end up doing like a prize giveaway kind of. So this hat right here, it's golden on the front. Our usual hat is right here. It's tan. So this is gonna be our golden hat giveaway. So basically, if you order something on the website, and put in code BLINDTALK, it'll give you automatically 5 free entries after ordering. But you can order anything on the website, and you get your entry, and then adding 4 to that. So if you've made it this far, you get that. We appreciate it. Yeah. So go buy some stuff, man. Get it entered, and another little surprise that's going to be in that box is a $100 bill. So, yeah, I think that's about it.
Yep.
We're going to wrap it up at that. We appreciate it. And
If you made it this far, thank you. Appreciate you sticking around. Be back next week.